Hello, and welcome back to another incredible episode of Minecraft Storytime. So for this one, right, I don't really have a specific um topic to stay on because let me Jesus English. So let me tell you where I stand on that, right? And the little pickle that I'm in here. The hard thing about like the doing these videos, and they're not difficult. I don't mean it like that. What I'm saying is, where I find myself kind of confuzzled is if I write a script for a video, it becomes less authentic and more professional. But if I go off the dome piece like I'm doing right now, it becomes less professional and structured, but more authentic. So it's like, what's the trade off? You know what I mean? Like, which should I lean towards? That's something that I like. Ooh, notification. That's something that I like, kind of like play ping pong with that idea in my head. Like, should I keep it this way? Should I keep it that way? You know what I mean? Like, we'll figure it out though. I don't really have a structured episode for you today. We're kind of just gonna hit everything that's been going on, I guess. So to start things off, got a little bit of news for you. Okay, got a little bit of an update going on, right? I got a girlfriend, which is a lie. I didn't. What actually happened is I got a PC now, which is really cool. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, that money bag is coming in this quick? That YouTube bag is hitting this quickly? No, it's not. My brother had a PC that he didn't want, and he was like, "Dog, do you want it?" And I was like, "Are you serious? Does a bear shit in the woods? Like, of course I want it, dog." Now, the Minecraft footage that you're watching is not from the PC. Um, at the time of recording this, I literally just got it. So let me tell you how frustrated I was. Okay, this is how we'll start the video off. Let me tell you how my day went yesterday. I had to drive an hour to go to my brother's house, and because he got a new PC and he didn't want his anymore. So he hit me up, said, "Hey, you can come pick it up." I said, "Dog, say less." And the PC that he just gave me is only a year old, so I'm very blessed, grateful, thankful, all the words you can think of. I've had a smile on my face until I got home. And you guys didn't tell me how much goes into having a PC. Oh my lord. The amount of hold on a second. I need to take a sip of water here. I got to get my shields back up. Mm, mm. There we go. Anyway, that's only about 50 shields too. That's not even full. But I didn't know how much goes into having this PC. And I get this PC, I bring it home. I ordered everything on the same day because I was like, I want to set this thing up and have it ready to go day one, right? So I get this PC and I bring it all the way home, drive an hour home, by the way. It was like one of Amazon's deals that was like $120, I think. Yeah. And then I got the Amazon Basics chair, which was like $60. I got that on sale too, because your boy knows how to find them deals. Let me tell you. So I get home, I have to build this chair. In this chair, let me try and calm myself down because I'm already getting irritated just thinking about it. This chair, if you hear talking above me, by the way, I live with my parents. So, but anyway, they're putting up Christmas stuff, by the way. Also, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get back to the story. We're putting up Christmas ornaments because Christmas is right around the corner. It's my favorite time of the year. It doesn't get better than that. And let me tell you, when I have my own place and I can actually afford my own place, um, Christmas is gonna be all year round at my place. That tree is never coming down. Those lights are never coming down. It's not happening. I stay in the festive mood, bro. Mariah Carey is staying on all day. The Christmas music is staying on, bro. Let me tell you. Anyway, so I get home, ready to put this chair together, and the screws that it came with. If you've ever gotten an Amazon Basics chair, don't do it. It's comfortable now that I've built it, but getting it to this point was ridiculous. I'm talking, it's on this really, really spinny swivel that, office chairs are on, but they expect you to put the screws in. So imagine me bent over, right? That's a crazy sentence. But hear me out. Imagine me, like, I'm sweating bullets out of anger, trying not to scream as loud as physically possible because of this chair, because it's spinning while I'm trying to put screws in. And my dad comes downstairs and he's like, "Are you okay? Like, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Dad, I'm literally about to throw this against the wall as hard as I humanly can." And after a while, because you need a little bit of pressure to get a screw in, okay? It's not just twisting. You need a little bit of pressure so you can get that screw in there. Dog, it took me like an hour, maybe 2 hours to put this chair together. And I'm just holding in so much primal rage as I'm trying to do this. And I'm like, dog, oh my goodness. So finally got that chair done. Had way more screws than it needed, let's just be honest. And also another bone to pick. Why are, my voice cracked really bad there. Why is every piece of furniture, IKEA or Amazon, done with Allen wrench keys? Electrician. Yes, I have an Allen wrench set, but I also have an impact drill. That'll be so much quicker in putting these screws in. Why are we doing an Allen wrench where I have to put the little thingy in and twist it like a little monkey? It's the worst possible way of building something. I just can't stand. I even would have accepted a flathead, not an Allen wrench set. Anyway, so I built that chair, got it over with. And oh my goodness, the desk that I have, right? I gave it to my little brother for a couple of years because now that I am older, I have a TV now. I got a TV, I got a little TV stand because I had an apartment for a little while. And then I moved back home because the economy, right? And that's, we'll touch on that later. Let me get through this story first, but we'll touch on the economy later. I moved back home because of the economy, and I moved back home to save up a bunch of money and, move back out. But when I moved out, I got a TV stand, all that stuff. I didn't need a desk anymore, so I gave it to my brother. I have two brothers, an older and a little. But I went to get this desk because he's not using it. He's not putting anything on it. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna borrow this back. Appreciate it, right? And my mom hits me with, hey, be careful. It's a little wobbly. We don't know what's wrong with it. Big dog, when I picked up the desk, both of the back legs fell off. And I looked at them and I said, guys, what are we doing here? How did this happen? I flip it over and the two back legs, it has a little platform where you can kind of sit the desk on the top of the two back legs and then put screws in. There's 3 screws each for the back legs, all missing. He was just resting the desk on the back legs. And I'm like, guys, what? Where did 6 screws go? So I went and got some drywall screws, because your boy has a tool bag. Hello. Went and got some drywall screws, sent that up. I had to find new spots because some people, I don't even know how, because I don't even know how this happened, because not only is the 3 screws gone, when I tried to use the same hole, it's completely stripped. So the drywall screw just fell right out. I'm like, guys, how did we do this? Anyway, so I did all that. Basically built the desk, built the chair. Monitors are extremely straightforward. It's like HDMI, you plug it in, call it a day, done. Now, if there's more you need to do with it, I'm not a PC guy, all right? This is day 2 of owning a PC, so I have no idea if there's anything more you need to do with it. I just plugged it in, called it a day. I have 2 speakers also that I got. That's pretty self-explanatory as well. I just plugged it in, called it. But then we opened up this beauty of a PC, and may God have mercy on my soul. I better have 5 years of good luck for what this PC put me through. So to start off, right, I get this PC booted up, and obviously it's still in my brother's account. I didn't set all that up yet, and it is running awful. And I was like, something's not right, because I don't know if a 3070 is really good or really bad. I don't really know how all that works. It can run Destiny at like max settings. Guy. So I set up this PC. It has an i9 processor, which my little child brain thinks that higher number equals cooler stuff. So I'm guessing it's better. It shouldn't be crashing on itself when I open Google. So I was like, let me not say his name out loud. I was like, big dog, this PC is running like boo-boo cheeks. Like, what is going on here? And he was like, really? I was like, yeah. So I went and did a hard reset. Tried to reset it. Guess what? Tried to reset it 3 times. It says there's been an error. We can't reset the PC. No changes were made. And I was like, dog, okay, keep that same energy. So my way is I just went and deleted all the files in the computer. So I know people out there who have a PC, you're probably didn't know how stupid that was until after. So I deleted everything. I deleted everything on the computer. And now when I try to like open Microsoft Store, like that would work, but then when I try to download something, error. When I tried to open Google and download something, another error. When I tried to open up the files on the computer, it was another problem. I couldn't open anything. And I was like, I messed something up really bad. I don't know what I did. I'm sweating bullets. I'm like, dog, there's no shot I just did something this stupid, right? So, my quick brain, oh my God, English is whooping my behind today. Anyway, what I did was 20 YouTube tutorials later, I hit that restore thing, and it restores your PC to like a previous update or something. So I did that and it fixed it, and I was like, oh yeah, we're back, baby. And guess what? To you, my lovely audience, guess what? Right? This means higher quality videos. This means easier editing. Dude, do you know how hard it is to edit on my MacBook Air? Like a 20-minute video has my MacBook huffing and puffing, dude. Struggling. I'm like, we have to do better than this. And you want to add text? Oh, that's not happening. Not even close. And my MacBook Air was literally like falling apart trying to render this video and download it and export it. That's why I missed my deadline for Sunday, because I try to upload Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, right? Upload on Sunday, so I have the entire day Sunday and the entire day Tuesday. Entire day Sunday, entire day Monday to render it, download it, post it, and then schedule it. So I'll do all that and then schedule it for a 3 p.m. release so I can always have it at 3 p.m. I completely missed the deadline Sunday because instead of doing like a 20-30 minute video, I was like, I'm gonna push it and do like an hour-long video because I feel like people will enjoy that more. Man, my MacBook got up on two legs and said, what are you trying to do to me? Do you really think I can do this? Like, that's basically the look that I got. And it was huffing and puffing, and a couple hours later the video was done, but it was well past 3 o'clock. So that's when I was like, damn, all right, I'll just hit that Tuesday upload. And according to, let me check my phone real quick, right? Let me check my phone. Jeez. See, when I start recording, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb because the group chat is just blowing up and it's all over my, I can't, focus when all that's going on. Anyway, if I open YouTube Studio, it has 288 views. See, to other YouTubers, that's baby food and that's like their channel falling apart. For me, that's the most views I've ever gotten. So, hell yeah, I think you guys kind of like an hour-long video over a half-hour-long video. So, I'm gonna start doing that. Now, let me start getting into stories because I feel like that's what a lot of you are here for, and I'm just yapping for like 20 minutes. What was I talking about? Hold on. Before we start talking, right? Let me re-up my shields real quick. I hope you heard that too. But so after getting this whole PC set up and realizing and restoring it and fixing it, and now I can download things, it's running like brand new. And there's so many little tips and tricks that I didn't know about PCs. Like I had to wonder why my monitor looked weird because I was like, it's 100 hertz. It doesn't look like 100 hertz. It was, the monitor came in automatically preset at 40 hertz. I had to go to the settings and redo it and set it to 100 hertz. Now that I've experienced 100 hertz and it's buttery smooth, I'm like, I wonder what 144 and like 175, like crazy numbers like that feel like. Or is it, can you even tell? Or can you not tell? You know what I mean? They say 60 to 100 is a crazy jump, but like 100 to 144 is a smaller jump. And I want to know, like, is that true? But I also don't want to spend a few $100s on a monitor just to find out it's not that big of a deal, right? You know what I mean? That just seems like a waste of money to me. Now what I was gonna experiment with is I do these recordings on GarageBand. And funny enough, as I'm recording this, I'm sitting in my bed talking in complete darkness like an absolute maniac because I never figured out a way on PlayStation how to record. I don't think you can, because if I recorded audio like I'm doing right now using GarageBand and also recording and also playing Minecraft at the same time, you would hear everything that's happening in Minecraft like twice, because you would hear the feedback on the mic because I'm sitting in front of a TV. So I'm wondering what it's gonna be like recording on PC. I've never tried it, never done it, but hopefully it goes well. I'm also kind of like scared because I have a preset going here on GarageBand where I kind of tweaked the entire equalizer so I can sound as clear as possible. And I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to do that all over again on I think he's called it OBS. Like guys, I don't know PC stuff, all right? So I'm pretty sure it's called OBS, and I'm hoping I can like get a preset for audio like I do here, or if there's another program for it. I kind of have to watch YouTube videos all day tomorrow and figure out how YouTubers do it. It's crazy how YouTubers do this every single day. And like I have no idea how this works. But I will figure it out because I want to get the best videos I can. Um because I want to improve something on every video. That's kind of my goal here, is to improve something quality wise on every single video and just keep getting the best that I can be. But so that's what's been going on tech, right? Let's get into something else here because I want to talk about that the entire time. So what happened to work, right? Today at work, actually it's been a few days since I talked about work, so we've had some experiences. We hired a new guy, so that's pretty cool. That's interesting. Don't really know anything about him. He doesn't really talk much. But it's been the same as usual. Just weird characters that you meet. And also, here's something that kind of made me very upset, actually. Like, now that I'm on the topic of work, I don't really like when people try to hit a bargain or try to be cheap or get money out of companies like us, where we're blue collar, not that big of a company, a bit of a smaller company. It's just morally kind of messed up to like come at us for pricing and how much money you spend. And now I get it. The economy is wicked. And we should all be conscious of the money that we're spending. However, what makes it awkward for us, right, is we have a main office. We have a building and two managers and all that. We have managers, all that stuff, right? They're the ones that price everything. They handle everything. So our managers, for example, how electric works is you will call and say, hey, can I get an estimate on whatever you need done? Let's say you have 2 outlets that you need changed. Can I get an estimate on outlets that I need changed? Sure, why not? So, one of our guys heads out there, tells you, hey, this is how much that'll be. This is the price that you're looking at. We'll have a couple guys come out. If you want to have it done today, we can just knock it out. If you want to schedule a different day, we can send a couple guys out that day. Boom, done and done. So they do the pricing. It's not our fault. You know, when I used to work at Target, right? And somebody would argue with me and be like, oh, this pricing is insane. This is so expensive. I didn't write the price. I didn't do that. I'm just waiting to clock out and go home, right? It's the same with electric. I didn't price it. But at the same time, you kind of have to understand where we're coming from from the blue collar field, and as a company that provides services, you have to understand where we're coming from, right? Let's say, right, and let's break it down. Let me break it down for you, Mark. Let's break it down. If you ordered, right, if you did an estimate and you wanted, let's say, a car charger put in. If I'm gonna put in a car charger, right? Number one, I have to measure how far that's gonna be from the panel in your home. Because guess what? All that wire we need to go buy. We gotta buy the material to install it in your home. So, and it's called 6-wire, 6-3. That's the type that you use to feed a car charger, right? 6-3 is extremely expensive to buy. So if buying 25 feet of 6-3 is a few $100s, which it's probably even more than that to buy 25 to 50 feet of 6-3 wire, if that's $300, we need to make a profit. So there's an upcharge. So if that wire's $300 to get 50 feet of that, it's probably gonna boost it up to $600 or $700, right? Just for the material. And then what else do we need? We need labor. We have to charge for labor. We have to charge for transportation getting to your place. All of that and multiple other things are all put together in one price, right? Now, here's the problem that I have with certain customers. For example, the one I met today. When we do that, we send you a paper that says this is how much you'll be charged. And there's a space at the bottom for you to sign saying, I'm okay with this price and I want to get it. I want to get this car charger done. So you sign it, right? That's the problem that I have. You signed the contract that you are agreeing to pay this much money for the service that we're providing. Why are you now, when we're already done, we just did 8 hours of work, why are you now telling us, oh, this is absurd. This price is absurd. I don't really want to pay this. I'm not really okay with this. Sir, we just worked for 8 hours. So now that we're collecting payment, now you want to complain about it? Do you see where I'm coming from? Where, like, if it's like an absurd price and how the economy is, and like some people can't afford certain things, I can't afford a lot of things. So yeah, if I saw an absurd price, I'd be like, you can kick rocks, big dog. So why agree to it? Why agree to it? Why sign a contract in your own home? Because it's emailed to you. So you're not facing us and we're not pressuring you to sign this. We're emailing you the price in a document. You can literally look at it and hit X and say, no, I'm not doing this. Never mind. Because it's just an estimate. That's our job, is to give you a price. So why get that? Press OK. Sign it. Say, yes, I certify that I'm going to pay this amount once this service is done. And then say you're upset when the service is done. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So we had to deal with that today, where we finished the service and somebody was like, this pricing is absurd for what I had done. And we had to hit her with, ma'am and sir, her husband was there. We had to say, ma'am, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you already signed a contract saying you were going to pay it. And it makes us look like horrible people because we're bringing up the word contract and all that. But it's, at the end of the day, it's what you signed up for, you know? It's just unfortunate. That is what we kind of went through today. And let me give you a horror story, actually. And this isn't about being scary. This is my personal hell, right? I wouldn't say I have like arachnophobia officially, because I'm not hyperventilating when I see a spider, right? It's not real serious arachnophobia. But in my opinion, if you can stay on that side of the room and I'll stay on this side of the room, I'm happy, right? Like, stay away from me and I'm good. F spiders, with everything in me. F spiders. And if you keep a spider as a pet, some people keep tarantulas as a pet, don't ever talk to me. There. We're just going to leave it there. Don't ever speak to me. We're done. That's all that needs to happen. If you keep a spider as a pet, no. What's the point? You want a creepy crawly as a pet? What's the point? Right, hold on. Shield time. Wait. I'm going to spare you guys from listening to that water gulp. But what I was saying is, what's the point of a spider pet? What's the point? You can't cuddle sleeps on my chest and on my lap. She's super cuddly. You can't cuddle with a spider. You can't sleep next to a spider. You roll over and kill it. And now you wake up with bug guts in your hair. Ew. So what's the point? Or it'll just leave and now you gotta find a tarantula in your house? Ugh. What's the point? I don't get it. Anyway, let me take a shot every time I say anyway. How many times do I say anyway in a video? We need an anyway counter. But anyway. What was I even talking about? Oh, okay. Arachnophobia. I don't have arachnophobia. But my personal hell is what I experienced this week. I almost thought about quitting. Okay? I almost thought this electrician thing. You know, I have baby hands. I have soft hands. I'm not blue collar like these men. Because I went up in this attic, no insulation, right? And when you go up in a garage, the attic of a garage, there's very rarely insulation. So you just see the joists that are below you, which is just 2x4s that are going throughout. It's basically what holds your entire house. Those are what you have to walk on because under that is drywall. If you step on it, you're falling through the ceiling. So there's the joists, right? I'm standing on the joists and it looks like little clouds are going through all these joists. And I'm like, what the heck? They were tunnel spiders all the way through this entire attic. I was knees in an attic that is infested with the spiders that make the little tunnels. They look like mini wolf spiders. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And guess what? It doesn't stop there. This story gets worse, right? Dude, I am struggling so hard today. Anyway, there's another one for you. My friend sent up a wire because we had to run this wire above into the attic, so out of the panel into the attic, across the attic, drop down the wall, poke out the wall on the bottom, and that's where we'll install the up there and see that because of how the angle of the roof is, it's at a 45-degree angle because most roofs are a triangle, right? So don't even ask me about the types of triangles. I don't know all that. I know isosceles is one of them, but it's not that. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's in the corner of where like the acute angle would be. So it's all the way in the corner. And I'm like, okay, so now I'm gonna have to get on my stomach and crawl to reach this wire. And mind you, there are tunnels of those insane, like wolf spider looking things under me. So I'm getting on my stomach 2 inches above where these spiders are, crawling on my stomach army style, right? And the whole time I'm holding back tears. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you're lying. This is what my life is amounted to right here. This is it. This is it. And I'm just like holding back tears, like, bro, you're lying, man. So anyway, I crawl over to it, face my fear, whatever. Grab the wire, pull it up, run it all the way to the other side of the attic, drop it down the wall. I mean, I'm on go time. I cannot wait to get out of this place. So I drop it down, go to my buddy, and I'm like, bro, I was questioning every decision I made in my life with this attic. That was literally my personal hell. That was but never again. I don't need to do that again. It was god awful, and I was shaking. You get that feeling that something's crawling on you. So, now you feel weird, and you're just like, I don't feel right. Something's not right. I felt that for the rest of the day. just could not. I don't know. There's nothing even to say. I hope I genuinely never have to go through that again, but I know I will because that's just the career path that I've chosen. So most of the houses we're going to, it's young people. And what I'm not understanding is, how are you guys affording this home? I can't, right? I'm struggling. Most of America is struggling. How are young couples affording these houses? Because the housing market is only getting worse. The economy is only getting worse, right? And I have a bone to pick. I have a bone to pick with everything that it has to do with the economy. I got a bone to pick with all of it. Because number one, when I'm out searching for apartments, right? How are you going to look at me and tell me in this day and age, in this economy, that I need to make 3.5 times the rent? And I looked when the last time I was searching for an apartment, I looked at her and I said, sweetheart, do you think anyone my age is making this? Right now I make 17.5 an hour as an electrician, okay? And the reason I chose this career field is because it grows. Every single year you get paid more, and you get paid more based off what you know and what you learn. Blue collar, like the trade, is just a really good career to be in. So I chose that one. And my dad is a master electrician, so he knows everything that he's doing. He's teaching me things. But the thing is, the craziest thing is like making 17.5 an hour. I'm making a little over 20-something hundred a month, right? So for this apartment, right? If this apartment is $1,000 a month, you want me to make 3.5 times that? Are you kidding? Are you genuinely insane? So even if it was 3 times that, not a lot of people are bringing in $3K a month. And not only that, even let's say you want to get a 2-bedroom, because that's just 1 bedroom nowadays. Let's say you want to get a 2-bedroom. Now you're pushing $1,600 a month, $2,000 a month. And if you need 3 times the rent, now you need to be making $6K a month, which is 4 times what I make a month right now. The economy is so insane, and things are only getting more expensive. Have you even taken a second to look at health insurance? What are we doing? So, I don't know. When it comes to the economy, that's just something I'm very irritated about. Because here's the thing, right? If I'm pulling $2,000 a month, a little bit over $2,000 a month, you need 10% down on a house. So if I wanted to get a beat up, because right now a $200,000 house is a dilapidated, barely standing home that looks like a crackhead went inside it and exploded, right? With an unfinished basement, just concrete down there. They would want 10% down. So a $200,000 house, you would need to be able to put 20K down. I make a little over 20 something a year. How am I going to afford that? And now, let me tell you something else, right? I don't know if I said this in my last video or not. You need a new thing called seasoned money, where now the accountant, whatever, realtor, the bank that's going to be looking at your application to get this home, They're now looking for something called seasoned money, which means you need to show evidence and history from your bank statements that you have had over a few $1,000s in your bank account for the past couple years. For the past few years, you need to show proof that your account never drops below a few $1,000s. So let me tell you why this makes no sense. Most of America's living paycheck to paycheck right now. I know I am. And I'm saving every dollar that I can because I love my parents to death, but I don't want to live here. So I'm saving every single penny that I got. And even then, it's tough out here. Groceries are insane. Gas is insane. Necessities are insane. Who is going to have a few grand in their account for an entire few years and never dip below that? I mean, come on now. Like, you can't look at me and tell me this isn't rigged against you. So, and that's the craziest thing is, like, in this career, I need to go to people's houses, to older people's houses, which are the mansions, by the way, the big houses, which their bathroom is the size of half of my house. They have those kinds of houses, and it's only old people who got their house from a raffle and a carnival ticket, right? They didn't get that. Or if they did buy their house, I spoke to this one family one time. Guess what, right? If you want a normal home that's at least finished to a degree, that's gonna run you $350,000 to $400,000. And how I feel and what's going on in my head when I speak to these older individuals, the elderly, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we got this massive house for like $8 grand." I spoke to 2 customers. They got their house for 10 grand in the 50s. I was like, are you joking? 10 grand. 10. That's the price of a used car. Like, and it's a full, huge house. It's just, oh boy, it's mind blowing to talk about. It's mind blowing to even try to wrap your head around. Hold on, water time. I'm gonna save you from those sound effects. But it's crazy, man. And Lord have mercy. What you know what the next thing I wanted to talk about with the last, like, I think I got like 17 minutes left because I don't want to push it past an hour. My MacBook almost had a heart attack trying to process the last video. But women, I got a bone to pick with y'all. Yeah, y'all ain't safe. I got a bone to pick with y'all. What is this ghosting thing we're doing nowadays? What's all that about? Because I'm trying to get myself back out there, get back into the dating world. And a girl will talk to you like you're her favorite person on the planet. Paragraph long text, which means she's like engaged, she's calling you. I mean, that's what I went through like last week, bro. She was calling me, FaceTiming me, hitting me up randomly. Yo, how you doing? Good morning. All this stuff. And then, like, I wake up the very next morning. It was last Friday. I wake up the very next morning, crickets. And I mean crickets. Nothing. Haven't heard from her since. And I was like, how did we go from talking on the phone constantly to literally zilch? I don't really understand how that works, guys. And that's happened to me multiple times. And like, Usually I'm the one where I'm like, yo, let me look at this in like a positive light and let me try to get the lesson out of this. Why did you do that? Like, I don't have any lesson out of that. Why did you do it? I want an answer. You know, answer me. Watch this video and answer me. Because it doesn't make any sense to me how, what thing is, I'm putting effort in now, right? And then I'm trying to keep myself out there, but then I get irritated. And as you get older, like what's the word for it? Your tolerance gets like shorter as you get older. Cause now I'm like, dog, I'm not putting up with anything. And I can tell you right now, I'm so tired. I will say this straight up. I'm so tired of the small talk. I can't stand small talk. And I think that's like hurting me in the dating world because I can't stand it. I don't want to know what your favorite food is. I don't care what your favorite color is. And it sucks to say that, but I'm tired of learning favorite colors. I'm tired of learning favorite foods. I'm tired of learning all those things for it to amount to nothing. Because I'll spend all this time learning you, and then I'll wake up tomorrow and never hear from you again. What is the point of that? All right, I got that rant out because I was very upset about that because I feel like it's a waste of time and we're wasting both of our time. And then you go on these dating apps like Hinge, and I don't claim Tinder as a dating app. It's just, Tinder is like international waters, right? There's no FDA out there. You can do whatever you want. It is just no rules. Everyone do what they want. Just wild place to be. Not really my thing. Bumble, it's okay. I've never really gotten anything like useful out of Bumble. I think Hinge is just taken more seriously, so I've gotten like good results from Hinge. I've gotten a few dates out of Hinge, and that's another thing too. Coming from someone like me who, like, I haven't been social in a very long time because I had a really bad relationship go south. I got cheated on, and then I just retreated. I made a whole video about it where I just retreated to my hole and just retreat. And now that I'm trying to be social again, I'm going on dates and I'm like not interested in a lot of things. And I feel like that's on me, maybe? But like, I feel like I'm trying to put on a face, and I hate that. Why do I need to put on a face? Why do I need to put on a character? And even though the girl I'm going on a date with doesn't know me, I'm constantly overthinking, like, well, does she know I'm like trying to put on a character? Does she know I'm trying to be more energetic and more talkative? Like, here's the problem, right? I have always been an overthinker. Always. And the suckiest part about overthinking is it is exhausting. You never get a break. And you always feel like you are an inconvenience. You always are wondering if you're being too much and if you're doing too much. And I hate it. Because let me level with you for a second. It's something that I'm actually been going through. Like, when me and a coworker, right, when we have to go out to meet a customer and just doing our daily routine, we got to get in a truck, me and whoever I'm with that day, and drive however long, 15 to 40 minutes out to this customer's house. So obviously we're going to talk and converse with each other on the way there. This is how overthinking ruins it. Why is this difficult? Why is this exhausting for me? I just want to talk to a human to human. I want to talk to this person. So why am I like questioning everything? Am I making enough eye contact? Am I talking enough? Am I paying enough attention? Am I being annoying? Am I saying anything that's exhausting? Am I saying anything that they're not interested in? Are they annoyed by me? Are they irritated by me? And it sucks. Loop just over and over and over and over again, and you kind of forget how to have a normal conversation. And that's one of the things I feel like I definitely was affected by in my last relationship, is now I question everything. And now hanging out with people is awkward and exhausting because it's just a couple hours of only overthinking constantly, and it gets exhausting because that's my entire time, that's my entire experience. And I feel like I'm talking too much because I'm trying to fill the silence, and I no longer have that comfortable silence with people. Now I'm constantly have to be talking, constantly have to be filling the air. And it sucks, dude. Like, that's something I will just vent about and be transparent about right now, is that sucks. It sucks, dude. It sucks. And I keep trying to find a way to, I feel like practice makes perfect. Like, I feel like I need to just go out, and the more I get used to it, the more I converse, the more I socialize, the better I'll be at it. I feel like that's what I need to do. And that's literally all I got for you. That's what I'm gonna do, is just keep trying to get better at it. Keep going on dates so I'll get better at it. Because the one thing every man says this is that getting with women is about confidence. But nothing says lack of confidence more than overthinking. More than me having to fill the silence, and more than me having to always keep talking and try to find something interesting to talk about. That screams lack of confidence, and it sucks that it does. So, like, I have to keep going on dates now so I can fight through that and learn how to not show that so much. And we'll get there. We will get there. I feel like it's a tough battle to fight, especially as an introvert and someone who's not used to socializing that much. The problem is, as an introvert, it's not that we enjoy being alone. I've said this in a video already. It's not that we enjoy being alone. We enjoy the peace of being alone, right? That's the thing. Being alone always becomes lonely after a certain point. And you want human interaction. As much as it sucks, humans are social creatures. So, as much as it sucks, we want that human interaction. We want a partner. We want someone to talk to. And I'm getting to the point in my life where, yeah, I want someone to talk to. I don't want to be sitting here in the dark watching another Disney movie. Listen, I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing either. I love my Disney movies. Don't get me wrong. That's the only subscription I had. I canceled Netflix, but I'll keep Disney. Thank you very much. But even though Disney kind of sucks, like as a company, they suck. But as like classic Disney movies, you literally can't go wrong. What's better than Princess and the Frog? I'll sit here and wait. That's the best Disney movie that they have dropped, is Princess and the Frog. Even though I think it was Pixar, but still, Brave, incredible Disney movie. And Merida, she's a queen to me. Okay, actually no, isn't she a Disney princess? Yeah, she's a princess. Great movie. Anyway, I would love someone to talk to, and I think like it kind of comes down to like how bad do you want it? Because when it comes to dating, right, I feel like something that a lot of people need to hear is like, it's so easy as a guy to sit here and say, you know what? Everything I'm about to say is already in a video called Take Accountability, because it's like, taking accountability is like, how much effort are you actually putting in, right? How much effort am I putting in? I can sit here and complain and say, oh, I've been single for like 2 years and I'm getting lonely and girls don't want me and girls aren't giving me attention. And Okay, but what effort am I putting in to do that? Right? What effort am I putting into being seen? Here's the hardest thing to do, right? Think of the girl of your dreams. And I know this is geared towards men, but if you're a woman, actually, whatever you're into, right? Think of the partner of your dreams. Would this partner date you currently, the way that you are right now? Would this partner be into you? And for me, the answer is no. I have so much work I need to do on myself. I have so much inner and outer therapy I need to do. I want to lose weight, not because, ooh, big yawn. Not because I feel like I need to be shredded to get a date, but because I want to feel better about myself. I want to feel like it's more of a confidence thing. I want to lose weight and feel better about myself and feel better about myself. So, did I say feel twice? I literally spaced out right there. But I want to look better and feel better. And I feel like that'll bring confidence more as well. Because after my last relationship, I let myself go. I started that relationship like 170, 180 because I played soccer. So I had that soccer body, thunder thighs, shredded abs. I was cut up. And then I literally lost it. I just gave up on it because a lot happened in that relationship and I just literally let myself go. So now I'm kind of picking up the pieces. I went from 170, 180 to about 230. And on a 5'10" frame, that was a big difference on your boy. So now I'm back down to the low 200s. I'm like 207, 208. I think I just hit the mic by accident. I'm like 207, 208. So I'm getting to where I want to be. But I have so much more work I need to do. And I feel like I want to experience the best version of somebody. And I don't want to get in a relationship if they're not also receiving the best version of me. You know? And that's just where I stand dating wise. I'm going on dates to get myself socially back into the game. But in terms of actually looking for a stable relationship, a full, long-term relationship, I have a lot of work I need to do. A lot of work. I need to learn how to start saving money and managing my money better. I need to start working on my body. I need to start eating better. Oh my lord, bro. Listen. And here's the thing I've also noticed, right? People will be like, eating healthy is more expensive than just eating fast food. That's not true. That isn't true, right? One meal at McDonald's, right? Let's say you get my go-to, the number 3 large, right? A double quarter pounder with a large fry and a drink. That's $17, almost $18 nowadays. You know what $15 can get you at Myers, at Kroger? It can get you a family-sized pack of chicken breasts, right? And a family-sized pack is 6 or 7 pieces, I believe. Guess what? You take those thick chicken breasts, you cut them in half. That's 1 sandwich each. So 6 times 2, 12. You can get yourself 12 sandwiches, 12 chicken sandwiches, right? If you buy bread, which is a couple dollars. 12 chicken sandwiches if you know how to fry it correctly and season it correctly. 12 chicken sandwiches for the price of 1 McDonald's meal. So that's what I did. When I started working here as an electrician, that's what I did. Instead of eating fast food like everyone else at this company, some of us are starting to pack lunches more because it's getting more expensive to get those things. Grill it's a little bit healthier. Grill it, fry it, make chicken sandwiches for the week, or my mother knows how to chop it up and make chicken salad sandwiches. Ooh! Don't get me started. That's some good stuff right there. So I've been doing that. Grapes, apples, bananas, or banyanials, like I like to say from Adventure Time. Oranges. I have a bone to pick with grapes though. Why am I spending $6 to $7, almost $10 on grapes nowadays? What are we doing? Why is that going up? Another thing, deodorant. Why is it so much? Why is one stick of deodorant can be up to $15? Why? I've been sticking with that Arm & Hammer lately, bro. That's like $2. I stick with that now because you think I'm gonna spend $15 on deodorant, big guy? Are you serious? Oh my goodness, I've been talking for an hour. Anyway, dude, I actually many times, but I hope you enjoyed this video. This one was a little more all over the place because it was more of me just talking. So please, in the comments, let me know if you enjoy that style or if you enjoy a more structured video, right? These past two videos were like experiments to me, where this video is all over the place, just wherever. Like, gonna talk about only work. I'm gonna talk about only electrician stuff. So let me know how you liked that. Let me know how you feel about that. I'm gonna be done yapping now, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed everything. And yeah, have a good one. You know, stay alive, stay breathing. It's getting chilly, really chilly. So please bundle up. I had to get a hoodie and some gloves, and I had to put a little hat on for my little ears. It's getting chilly out there, so please stay healthy out here, man. Anyway, have a good one. I'll catch you in the next time. Please like and subscribe. Best way to help the channel. And thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it if you made it this far. Good luck out there.